Hey fellas, so just thought I would give you a quick child update vlog before I gotta go back to work on my biology stuff. Cause even though tomorrow looks like it's gonna be the shorter class this week, just I'd let you know how I'm not totally off the grid here just yet. I'm not retiring anyways because today is my 27th birthday. Huzzah! So briefly, gonna show you everything I've got. I'm about to tell you what I'm working on, since some of these things I show you I have reviewed, but some of them I'm not planning on it. Uh, but once I get things up and running again, also some of the games I've got in here, since I already showed you the Battlefront 2 that I'm still working on the missions of. So I also beat the post-game quest since my last video, which is one of the things I add after the launch, thankfully. A lot more quality of life stuff going on. Definitely enjoying the new redesigns for the Clone Wars content, which is some of the things first thing I played when I had the first one on PS2 in 04, and on the 2005 version, the second game on Xbox in 05. Yeah, that takes me back. And on that note, as you can tell, this is like the Sheikah Slate case for my Switch, which I currently have in sleep mode. I've got Let's Go Load in there. There's my copy of Smash Ultimate. I'm trying to figure out how to angle this so I can see that. It's something I got upside down. There's Smash, and there's the console itself. I'm not trying to. Oh, for me, it's in sleep mode, so I got Let's Go Pikachu loaded in there. There's my power supply. I think it can hold at least, say, about a dozen games, including the ones loaded in the console, so. Oh, and as I've said before, I'm still going to hold on my 3DS, even with this in mind, because I'm still getting other games for it, such as this one I just got here. Yoshi's New Island, a sort of sequel slash reimagining of the Super NES game, which is one I really enjoyed when I was younger. I still do. And also, the other one I've been after for a while, the Metal Gear Solid Anniversary Collection, which has all the ones they released up to that point before they released the MGS5, and before the rather unpleasant falling out between Kojima and Konami and the subsequent downturn in the latter's output. I am looking forward to Death Stranding all the same, but I am getting ahead of myself, since it's got the original two Metal Gear games from the MSX, which never got released here, and even though I may admittedly have aged, the concept is still there from the start, and this is close to what Kojima had in mind for those two, since he had to make a lot of cutbacks to the NES version, which drew the ire of a lot of players. Here's Kojima himself and quite a few profane people who look at video games for a living and made. Yeah, of course, the original Metal Gear and VR missions are on there. Sons of Liberty, a lot of people were not entirely satisfied with that one, but I actually kind of liked what brought to the table. And Snake Eater, that's one of my favorite entries in the series, one of my all-time favorite PS2 games, and it's chronologically actually the first one in the series, and also the whole MGS4, Guns of the Patriots, which was chronologically the last one. To further this, as well as to potentially deny a full-on MGS6, I gather the fifth one ends right where the original Metal Gear begins, ends in 1987. I could probably handle how all the intensity, as long as it plays well, so most likely at some point in the future, I'm probably going to be getting the Game of the Year edition, which has all the kind of Enter the Phantom Pain, as well as the Ground Zeroes, Heroes, those content, and also some other stuff, and Peace Walker, I have not played that one yet, since someone lifted my PSP before I got a chance to. even though I was doing on my original DS at the time, since I had both the first one I got was that the big gray brick, which is slightly lesser big gray brick than the original Game Boy was, before I got the DS Lite, and that lasted well until the 3DS came out. I got the Pixel on the top screen or two. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, and also just roughly building my entertainment calendar in no particular order. Like, even when I'm hearing about it, I'm still maybe probably gonna be seeing Glass on one of my days off. I mean, February, How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World. March, obviously, I like to sneak peek at Captain Marvel. I even skimmed him the game that I normally wouldn't just to see it live. Not only the movie itself, but the behind the scenes stuff working on it. Dumbo definitely looks pretty trippy, and also hearing good things about Us by Jordan Peele. I mean, April, Shazam, the new Hellboy. Since I'm no longer bound by monetization, I guess I can say that now. It looks different from the ones with Ron Perlman, and even though I like those ones fine, I'm keeping an open mind given how they're using more supernatural horror elements in the comic, making it a bit darker, but still has a lot of humor. I mean, not gonna be totally devoid if the trailer is gonna be cut to Billy Idol. I mean, yeah, that song's in my head, and the new Pet Cemetery. I mean, much like It Chapter 2 last year. I mean, while I didn't hate the original one from 1989, it is kind of campy. It's just like following the pattern that It set for Chapter 1, making it true to the book, as well as making it darker. And obviously Avengers Endgame is going to be a big one. And then the heavy hitters coming this summer with Detective Pikachu, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, Aladdin, and maybe Brightburn if I can find someplace showing the latter one. Godzilla King of the Monsters celebrating the 65th anniversary of Gojira, and following up not only a surprise hit of the 2014 remake, but also 2017's Kong Skull Island. Probably look at that when it gets closer to coming out. Been meaning to for a while now. Should be fun. Especially with Godzilla vs. Kong Skull and Waynes. And Toy Story 4, Spider-Man Far From Home, and least of all, Star Wars Episode 9, which I've been very mum about in particular. I am, however, glad that the creators seem to be taking the high road to all the complaints and outright stating that the strong reaction appeal had to The Last Jedi and the relative underperformance of Solo, both films were enjoyed, by the way, is going to affect their plans very little. I mean, I'm not going to formally address until I hit more information. That also applies for anything else I hear about what Disney's working on next. And I definitely have at least one big review plan before I retire the entire potentially at the end of the year, depending on what happens. And since I really definitely want to try and get my degree finished, so I can probably do this in a less informal manner, maybe talk about film and media for a living if I could. And despite what's going on, it hasn't really deterred me that much, and if it did, I don't think I would have gotten anything done in my lifetime. So, anyway, that's all I gotta say for now. I will definitely keep posting anything else going on. I'm gonna play some more Metal Gear and some of my other games, and I will definitely talk to y'all later.